Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Keto Live Questions and Answers. Can't wait to see who comes in today, what questions are asked, and how many people that do come in. That'll be exciting. And then we'll go over a subject. Didn't really have like a specific subject for today, but that being said, I'll think of something. So just waiting for some people to. Alarm just went off, kind of screwed me up a little bit there. Hope you guys remembered. I did put it in my box today that I was going live at 3. Hope I have it on the right one here. We'll just have to see if somebody comes in. Then I'll know I have it listed correctly. Hopefully we get somebody in. Hello, how are you, Family Fun Travel? How's it going? Great to have you in. I was thinking for a second there, maybe I wasn't, I had it on unlisted. Nobody had come in yet. How's it going? Hopefully I get enough people in today. I normally have been doing it on a Saturday, but I was busy yesterday, so I let everybody know that it was going to be Sunday. So I hope everybody remembered and are home and are able to come in. Hi, Daisy. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome, who's ever in here. Do me a favor and shoot me a thumbs up. It's me, twin. Oh, you and your sister? Hello, Mom. How are you? Give my nephew a kiss for me. Great to have you, sweetheart. Glad you're in. Hi, Ruthie. How are you? Everybody shoot me a thumbs up when you come in. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me. Lets me know you guys enjoy my videos for me. Hi, Claudia. How are you, honey? How's everyone's keto journey going? We're making fried chicken and pork rinds. Sounds delicious. I actually want to try chicken dipped in the almond flour. Been wanting to try that, dipped in the egg and the almond flour to see how it crisp up like the pork rinds do. Anybody new and coming in, shoot me a thumbs up on that little thumbs up button for me. Lets me know you guys enjoy these videos. So the weather's pretty decent here in Minnesota today. Was a nice sunny day. I just got back a little while ago. My son and I went to lunch together. I went and picked him up and we went to lunch. I had a great time with him. Yes, I stayed keto. We went to Perkins. I got a bunless burger and a salad with a little bit of ranch. It was just a garden salad. So see, you can even, when you go out, you can even eat keto when you're out. Now, I've been doing the egg fasting, but I have stopped the fasting for just a little bit, the egg fast, because I'm on like, it was like day 11 or 12, and I've done so well with it that I just want to take a little break from it. Show you my shoe collection. Let's see if I can kind of move it around here and show you. There's 3 rows right there. And then it goes around, and there's more there. And then there's some up in the corner there, and some up above on that side. And then all the way around on this side, we got the ones over there too with my hat collection. And I still have a lot, like down in that corner there, I got to find a spot for it, but that's small, my boots and stuff. Let's see if you guys can see that, my boot collection there. And then over in the corner there is like all sandals and stuff like that and tennis shoes and stuff. And then I have more in the closet. I do have a pretty big collection of jewelry, clothes, and shoes. And there is all my necklaces. My jewelry boxes over there. I got 2 of them. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Very girly girl. Today, Mom, I'm just going to kind of go over kind of what Robbie's been talking about, how a lot of people, when they see packages of things, and I've taught that you can deduct things like the dietary fiber, but Robbie was talking about there's insoluble and soluble, and the soluble you can't deduct. And there was a some product that had come out that somebody was saying, wow, there's 7 carb, 7 fiber, so I can deduct everything. There's 0. And my brother figured them out, and they actually were 6. They were 6 carbs a piece, where people don't understand how to do the insoluble and soluble. You can't deduct soluble, you can deduct insoluble, but a lot of packages, they don't put it in it, and they can get away with that. The FDA can get away with that. And so you have to learn your calculations. And I put that in one of my videos already. My brother explains the calculations, how you do that. It would be in my egg fasting video. If you go into there and listen, I threw it in there. It's just a black screen, but he's talking and he teaches how to deduct things, how to find out things that say 0 carb really can have carb, or something that says a certain carb and a certain fiber, if you truly can deduct all of that. There are calculations on that. Hi, Pam. I think your twin's in here. Hi, Kay. Hi, Kay. Yeah, FDA can really get away with a lot of stuff. And that's why my brother's so worried that keto is going to turn into a fad diet. People are going to say it's not working. They're saying, they're going to say, well, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Well, one of the main things that they do wrong is they eat too much fat, because they're being told that they're being put on this macro that years ago, 50, 60 years ago, children that had epilepsy were being treated and being put into a state of ketosis. But while in ketosis, they were losing weight. These were healthy kids that were losing weight, didn't need to lose weight. So the doctor had to figure out how to do it where they could stay in ketosis. So he put them at a macro of 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carb. And those were for healthy kids. Everybody in the world doing keto right now, 99% of them think they're supposed to be on the same macro. But if you think about it, even when you start any diet, Weight Watchers, Richard Simmons, the South Beach diet, all of them, everybody is in a deficit. Everybody's in a deficit. So you guys got to know that not everybody's going to be in the same macro. And if you have body fat, you want to use that 70% from your body fat, not from foods. Otherwise, you're going to get to a point where you're going to plateau and you'll never lose all your weight. It's important to understand that. Why would you follow the same macros a skinny person does? When I get to all of the weight I want to lose, I'm going to follow a macro that somebody 300 pounds is not going to follow. 300, 400, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, they're not going to follow the same macro as me. I'm going to eat more fat now, because I won't have body fat. So then I will eat more. But somebody thin, they're going to use their body fat as their 70%. So, most of the foods that they're going to do is they're going to consume a lot less fat. So it's going to be low fat and low carb for them is what it's going to be, because their body fat is going to be their high fat. And I teach that a lot. And people need to understand, why would everybody be the same macro? It doesn't make any sense. Nobody would lose weight. And my brother's so afraid that it's going to turn into a fad. So it's like our goal to get out there, all of us that understand keto correctly, to teach that and let you guys know that when people say, what macro should I be on? Well, lower that fat as low as possible and use your body fat as your energy. And he said, don't worry about the protein. I always teach to do half your body weight in protein, so half your current body weight. He said, when you are doing that, and actually in the weight loss part, you can actually up that protein more. So eat a lot of lean chicken and turkey and all of that. The protein can be a little higher to get your calorie up there a little bit more, but keeping the fat extremely low and using your body fat as your fat source. So that's kind of what I wanted to go over with you guys, and how all these companies can write this stuff and can do this, and they're ruining keto, saying they're bringing out all these fat products, fat bombs and this and that, and everybody thinks they're supposed to eat that to be able to lose weight. Eat butter, it'll melt your pants off. No, it won't. Somebody like me that's already thin, I can eat the butter, I can do those things, but somebody trying to lose is only going to lose so much, and they're going to plateau. And I wish we could get that across to America, that when you see high fat, low carb, it doesn't mean high fat in foods unless you are thin. Thin and healthy people can do keto just for that reason, just to be healthy, and they're going to eat higher fats. They're going to be that 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carb. But somebody trying to lose weight, they're going to use that 70% off their body. Soluble and deductible. I need to watch that video. Yeah, definitely watch that. And he kind of explains how to figure things out like that. And look up the soluble and insoluble. Twins in the house here. You're right. Everyone's macros are different. Exactly, Claudia. Everyone's macros would have to be different. I mean, even when I started Richard Simmons, I started at 1,800 calories. By the time I got to a certain weight, I was down to 1,200 calories. Not everybody's going to follow 70% fat if you have a ton of fat on your body. And what people don't understand, and this is not the same as any other way of life. This is ketosis. When your body is in a state of ketosis, it is burning fat. So it is eating your own fat, feeding you calories beyond calories is what it's feeding you. It's feeding you more calories than you need. So why would you add more fat? Because it's only going to burn the fat you're eating then, and it's going to take forever for you to get your weight loss off, and you definitely will hit a plateau. I hear many that say, well, I feel really good, and I didn't gain the weight very fast, so I shouldn't have to lose it really fast. But why are we doing this? We're doing this to get thin and healthy. We don't want to take 4 years to get the weight off. I got mine off in 13 to 14 months. That's what you want to do. You want to get it off fast because you want to get healthy. Then eat healthy fats. You know, and people just don't understand that. And then they're going to come out and they're going to say, okay, it doesn't work. Keto's not working, you know, and they're going to say it's a fad diet, just like Richard Simmons and all of that, when it's not. It's how we were designed to eat. Our body was designed to eat fat or use your body fat as your food source. And a great one for me to explain to you guys is when I was doing that egg fast, okay? My brother was getting confused because I'm on a couple of meds that I take. You know, I told you guys I was on a lot of heart medications and stuff. I'm on a couple meds that were working a little bit stronger for me. And I was doing the egg fast and I didn't understand why. And he goes, that's so weird because it would work more if you're eating, but you weren't eating a lot. You were egg fasting 1 meal a day. You were hitting autophagy. I mean, I was hitting autophagy stage because egg fasting is almost like you're not eating at all. And then he figured it out. He said, wait a minute, back up. He said, I know what happened. Because you were not eating, your body now turned around and started eating itself because I'm in a state of ketosis, a very high state of ketosis. So it was eating its own body fat. So it was getting like 3,500 calories a day. That's what it was getting all on its own. So these pills were working tremendously. And I was like feeling so tired from them and everything. And we figured it out. So it just proves that even somebody as thin as me still had enough body fat to feed itself. And people still say, oh, you're going to get sick and you got to eat and you're going too low in calories. No, not in ketosis. And I can't stress that enough. Your body can feed itself. It's eating its own body fat and feeding you all the nutrition you need, because the most important is, like they say, like the fat part. That's what's feeding you. That's what keto is. It's a high fat, low carb diet. The high fat, eating away at the fat on your body. That's what it's doing. So if it's eating your fat, why would you want to try to have to burn all the fat you're putting in there? Because then it doesn't have time to burn your own body fat then, and it takes a long time. So that's why, I read notes and stuff. My brother is a professional in keto, expert. And so that's why I'm trying to get across to America. I mean, he doesn't want this to turn into a fad and people say it didn't work. Then these companies win and then they go back to being able to sell other products. Because what happened is they started saying in the beginning, keto's bad. Doctors were saying you need the carbs for your brain, all of this. So all these companies are saying, oh, you're going to die if you do keto and all that. But everybody still got on board, did it, was losing weight. So what did they have to do to earn a buck? They had to start selling products. What are they doing? Selling high fat products. So these people don't lose weight because they're going off of epilepsy children that were thin and healthy and didn't need to lose weight. They're going off that percentage. And they're saying people got to eat lots and lots of fat. You got to eat all these fat. Sure, you're going to see people that are going to lose weight when they're eating fat, when they first start, when they're very overweight and obese. Sure, they're going to lose weight, but then they're going to hit a plateau and they're going to lose very little and it's going to take forever, or they're not going to lose any more. And it's not even healthy. I proved it. I did it. I told the doctor I want to try it because everybody's saying it. My experts told me, go ahead. I did it for 2 or 3 months, high fat, when I was not completely at my goal. I was about a 180. My cholesterol shot through the ceiling. And I was only eating like 120, 140 grams of fat. And it went through the ceiling because I had my own fat. So it just proves people's numbers are going to change. They're going to start going up again. Your cholesterols are going to get bad because you have your own body fat. Use that as your 70%. So when you ask me what macros should you eat for fat, go as low as possible and use as much body fat as possible and eat your protein and eat a little higher than your body weight. My brother was telling me today they most certainly can eat higher while you're in weight loss. You can eat higher, so eat a lot of lean chicken and all that to get full off the calories, and keep it really low fat so your body can burn its own body fat. That's the part I can't stress enough to people. I'm starting that this week, upping my protein. When I did that, it worked the best for me. Awesome, Daisy. I need more recipe ideas. Daisy, I will come out with more, I promise. I just was doing that egg fast for a while, but I got some good ones coming at you guys. Hi, ketones. Yeah, Daisy, it's not good for us. If we have high fat, why would we eat it? Again, why would we follow the same macro that a skinny child with epilepsy is following? 70%. They had to because they were losing weight, so they had to figure out how to keep these kids in ketosis, but feed them so that they were, because their body didn't have body fat, so it was burning that too, and they were losing weight, but they wanted to keep them in keto to keep the seizures down. So they learned how to do it. So they put this macro, 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carb. Why would we all follow the same macro? If somebody weighs 600 pounds to somebody that weighs 100 pounds, we're all going to follow the same macro? Or somebody trying to gain weight too? Somebody trying to lose, gain, or maintain, we're all going to follow the same macro plan? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. It doesn't take a genius. People need to start waking up and realizing, oh, yes, Angel's making sense. Like we all would be a different macro. Use that macros. Use the body fat as your macro. Thanks, Pam. So the bigger you are, can you eat more than 20 net carbs and still get into keto? No. Awesome Gambler, no, you still want to stay at 20, that magical number. If you are a person that really works out hard, sure, you could get away with a little bit more than 20, but you'd have to really be working out in the gym a long time to be able to do it. But no, it is 20 or less. That's what we want you guys at to get you in that state of ketosis. You want to be in that fat burning mode. So everybody's always 20. That's going to stay the same. If you're trying to lose, you want to use your body fat, so then you could up the protein. That wouldn't have to be 25%. You could actually up that with low lean meats and stuff to keep yourself satisfied and full. And your own body fat's going to eat itself. It's going to give you all the nutrition you could possibly need. And I just proved it doing the egg fast, why these medications were working so good, because I was barely eating anything. And Robbie said, well, that's weird. If you're eating, and that's when the meds are going to work the best because they metabolize differently. And then it hit him and said, oh, wait a minute. You were egg fasting, almost like you're completely fasting, as if I had been fasting. My body was eating itself, so it was feeding me 3,500 calories a day. That's why I was so healthy. And guess what, everybody? I just had all my blood work done, and now I'm almost 4 years in. Perfect blood readings. Perfect. Everything is perfect. In fact, it was even better than my last reading. And look at what I'm bringing at you guys. I'm barely eating anything, but I am eating. My body's eating itself because I still have body fat left. And I've been doing this for a while now, and I had blood work done again. Everything was excellent. My sodium level was fine. My potassium was fine. I don't even take potassium, but I do watch it. If I need the salt, I'll add in the pink salt. I'll add in the potassium stuff. So I was doing everything perfect. My salt levels were good. My glucose was 80. 80, you guys, and I used to be pre-diabetic. 80, it's amazing. Like all my numbers were so good. Everything was so good. My cholesterol readings were excellent because I'm being taught by professionals. I'm not going to, lie to you guys. I can even show you guys, in one of my videos, not here, I can't do it live, but in one of them, I'll throw it in and show you my readings. I'll show you guys. I'll prove it to you. It's amazing what it did. Now, the one thing that it did do for me is there was a little rise in my cholesterol only because I had been egg fasting. And when I told my heart doctor that, he said that's why. Because obviously eggs are cholesterol, a good cholesterol, but a little bit of a shock on the system because we had just done blood work not too long ago, a few months ago. My cholesterol was fine. So it was just the readings because I did an egg fast for 9 days and then went and had blood work done, not thinking, I forgot about that. And right away, the heart doctor said, yep, right there was eggs, but eggs are good, and my body will level off. So that's the only thing. You might see a little bit of a change in there. The numbers were just a little bit off, but he wasn't even concerned when he heard I was doing an egg fast. Wasn't even concerned at all. He said, we know that your cholesterol is fine, and it was because eggs is pure cholesterol, but a good cholesterol. So there was a little elevation in that, but I will show you guys all my readings. You guys are going to be blown away how great I'm doing 4 years later. So I obviously know my keto, and I'm not eating under calorie because my body will feed itself when I'm in that state of ketosis. Whatever I don't feed it, it's going to feed it because I still do have a little bit of body fat left. Once I get to a point where I don't have any body fat, then I need to up the body fat, up that, the calories more. So I missed you, sister. Missed you too, honey. You are so right. Right on the money. Yep. I still do high fat, low carb, and have lost 40 pounds, and my blood work for 2 weeks ago was perfect. And that's great. And I know that you're doing, now Claudia, the high fat though, are you watching the high fat though? Because yes, in the beginning, everything was fine too. But once I got to a point where everything, because your body's changing because you changed it, you did something different doing the keto diet. Eventually that's going to raise if you keep eating high fat. If you have fat on your body, those levels will raise. So you want to use your body fat for that. So use the high fat on your body, because I guarantee your numbers will change. They will. They will start to change. So really kind of keep your fat at a level, not that 70%. You want to lower it if you have fat. If you are thin, then go ahead and do that 70% then. But that's awesome that your blood readings are great. Continue to do, the keto, and just like I'm saying, watch that fat. Use the percentage off your body and eat lower lean meats and all of that till you get to a great state where you don't really have fat left, because I am still doing it really low. I'm still doing low fat. I was doing 1,000 or under for calorie, and my body was feeding the rest. It was giving it all it needed. So yes, I had super great numbers, and I will show you guys. I'll put it in one of my videos. I'll put it in to show you guys. And I'm almost 4 years in. I know my keto. I know that I am not in starvation mode. You can't starve if you have fat on your body. You cannot starve in ketosis if you have fat on your body. It's impossible. It will feed itself. And I proved it because my medications were working so hard. Like, I was so tired trying to figure this out, and boom, figured it out, because my body was eating 3,500 calories itself. And then when I would do that one meal, then it gave it more. Okay. Hanging with Mary. Hello. I've been keto for almost a year, and my levels have been good. Awesome, Mary. Good job. Now, the question, though, I'm asking, though, are you eating high fat, though? Are you doing about 70% high fat? The fasting you talked about in the advice from your brother, you tagged in fasting to lose weight faster in the 16 to 18. 16 to 18 is the one we tell you the lowest to go. I mean, the smallest one, the 16, 8 hours eating 16. The best is the 24, and from then on, 42, 72, I mean, getting yourself into those long fasting. So we always start off with the lowest, which would be your 16, 8 hours eating, 16 hours fasting. That is a great one to do. That's a really great one. But if you want to do even better, try to do 24 hours where you eat just one meal, 24 hours, and then you don't eat again for 24 hours. And it'll be hard the first couple of days, but it gets easier as time goes on. Your body will start eating its own fat, and you'll be dropping weight like crazy. My brother lost 150 pounds in 5 months. Hi, Keto Michelle. No, I actually have had my nose pierced for many, many years. I put a ring in, though. I had a little stud in there for many years. But, but recently I put a ring in. I'm at 4 now. You're at 4 what? Keto Michelle, you're at 4 what? It's a mind game to go farther. Yep. 14 at 4. Oh, 14 hours where you go with no food? Good job. Keep trying. You're going to get there. And that's great. The longer you fast, the better it is for you. The more benefits you're going to get off of it. Hey, all you people that are in here, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I really enjoy that. Lets me know my videos are great. I can look back and I can see how many thumbs up I get. So real quick, just smash that like button for me. If you have a cold and not feeling well and you started a fast, can you keep doing the fast? Yes, Mom, you can. And actually, it's going to heal your cold faster. They say the longer you fast, the quicker you're going to heal, because your body goes into a higher state of ketosis. It's going into autophagy, and autophagy heals and mends everything, even cancer, Mom. So yes, a simple little cold, the longer, faster you go, your body's going to heal much faster, way faster. That's why a lot of people don't even get sick when they're doing keto, because we do the intermittent fasting and the fasting and all that, and that's why we really don't even get sick anymore. And our white blood cell goes way up when you are fasting. And white blood cell is what keeps us strong and healthy. I'm going to try the OMAD this week. All right, Claudia, good job. Good for you. You're going to love it. It's going to be hard the first couple days, but I promise you, be strong, keep yourself busy. Most of it is a mind thing, because your body will keep feeding itself. Just tell yourself, here's what we used to say, eat yourself. Eat your own food. You're not hungry. Keep yourself busy, and after 2 or 3 days, It's going to be a breeze. You're going to love the way you feel, and you will finally start to hit that autophagy and everything. Start cleaning your body out. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it, and you'll be dropping weight like crazy. Could drink raspberry seltzer water. The only ones you got to watch them, Ruthie, look up to make sure that what kind of sugar they're made with. Some people can do the Circlose. I really can't. It knocks me out. Or you can do the aspartame. A lot of people can handle aspartame. So if you find one that is flavored with aspartame, a lot of people can do that. You want to try it a few hours later, urinate on one of those sticks to make sure it's still keeping you in keto. What time do you recommend eating your one meal? I do mine in the evening. A lot of people say you want to do it earlier in the day. I do mine around 5 o'clock. So just whenever, I guess whenever you feel hungry, what's best for you. And remember, everybody, why do they call it breakfast? You know, who came up with breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so funny how we talk about that a lot. What is breakfast? Break fast. You're breaking your fast when you eat. So there's not such a thing as actual breakfast. You're breaking your fast when you eat. That's what happens, because we get up in the morning and they call it breakfast because you're breaking your fast. So whatever feels good for you. I like doing like the 5 o'clock, between 4 and 5 is when I eat, and then I don't eat till 4 or 5 the next day. Some days I go a little longer because I'm busy, I'm doing things, and then I'll get into like that 26, 27-hour fasting. But I do it between, I would say 4 and 6 is when I do it, p.m. And then I don't eat again till the next day. And during the fasting, when I am in the fast, I only drink water. Okay, if I'm feeling a little weak, fatigued, or anything like from the fasting, sometimes you will. I will add in, like in a bottle of this water, I'll add in a teaspoon of what's called no salt and a teaspoon of salt. But if you're not getting any cramping in your leg, you're just feeling like off, a little bit dizzy, a headache and stuff, you just need the salt. So then put in a teaspoon of salt in there and 8 ounces. This isn't 8 ounces, so I would probably do two. It's for every 2 liters is a teaspoon. So just put it in a teaspoon and you'll feel great after a few hours. You'll feel great if you're doing that. But during the fasting, you can do that in the salt water or just the water. And don't drink too much water. Drink to taste, okay? Because the more you drink, the more you're going to go to the bathroom, the more electrolytes you're going to lose. So drink to taste, and make sure you get your salts in if you need them. If you feel you need them, you'll know. If you're dizzy, weak, fatigued, headache, just feeling off one day, definitely you're losing a little bit of your electrolyte then, so get that up. And only drink water during your fasting and or water with the salt. Nothing else during your fasting. When you break your fast, you can have the diet soda like I've taught you guys. You can have, I do the Powerade Zeros, different things like that you can do. Here's one here, Powerade Zero. That's a good one to do. You can do that while you break your fast. When your fast is done within that fast window and you're done eating, stop it right there then and go back to your water. And just drink to taste. Don't force it in if you don't need it. Wow, that's great to know. Thanks for the knowledge. You're catching up with your brother, Robbie. Yeah, I've learned from the best, the keto expert. My brother is a keto expert and does this as a job. Do you feel like the ketone strips work after an extended keto journey? Yes, they do. I've been doing keto almost 4 years, and I just showed you guys in my egg fast. Go back and look how dark my stick was. Yes, people that claim that they don't work are accidentally going over 20 carbs a day. They will work in the beginning for everybody because you're changing something, but eventually they're not going to show, and then everybody thinks, well, they just don't work anymore, but I'm in keto. No, you are not in keto if your strip doesn't show. And you don't have to spend lots of money for the blood one. You can buy the strips. They work. My brother's been doing it 5 years. I threw his sticks in there to show you how they still work. My nephew's been doing it for 5 years. I threw his sticks in there to show you in that egg fasting video. Yes, after 4 and 5 years, yes, they still work. If you keep yourself in a state of ketosis, 20 carbs or less, those strips do work. A lot of people claim they don't. They do. That's just because they don't understand and they're going over carbs from all the hidden carbs out there. That's what's happening because there's hidden carbs and everything. In that same video, my brother does a little clip where it's a black screen. He's talking. He teaches you how to calculate when you see something zero to make sure that it is zero. Even seasonings have carbs. And a lot of people like to season their food. There's where people are seeing zero and they think, well, I'm not getting any carbs there, so there's zero. My brother said just recently there was a treat thing he saw on Facebook. Somebody had bought a box and it said 7 carbs, 7 dietary fiber, where they do the net. They said, well, these are 0 carb. My brother figured it out because of the soluble and insoluble. They were actually 6 carbs a piece. So somebody would have ate 2 or 3 of those thinking were getting 0 carb. They were getting carbs. So you guys got to learn that, and that's why the sticks aren't working for you. They will keep working if you are in that state of ketosis properly. Okay. I heard you can have under 50 calories during a fast and don't break the fast. I never heard that. The only thing that I do in the morning is I have my MCT oil, which is a pure fat source, and a little bit of maybe a tablespoon of heavy cream and my stevia. That's all I do. It's only pure fat, and I don't break my fast then when you're doing it. That's what my brother taught me, and it keeps me going. But yes, if you are going to consume anything with protein or carb, if it's not a pure fat source, you are going to break your fast. I don't know who told you that. You definitely are breaking your fast. If you do one carb, you're breaking your fast. A piece of gum. You chew a piece of gum that has 2 carbs in it, you just broke your fast. And I know because I'm being taught, Claudia, by 3 professionals. 2 at my doctor's office, my doctor, and then my 4th one, of course, my keto expert brother who does this as a job. And the results are here to prove it. You guys see me every day. You've seen my journey. You've seen the weight I lost. We know what we're talking about. My mom, your grandma, didn't do keto back then, but she used to tell me what you just said. Breakfast means you just want what you said. You're breaking your fast. She said 50 years ago. Yep. That everyone bagel seasoning is the 1 carb per quarter teaspoon. Was shocked. Creepy carbs. Yes, they creep up really fast. You know how easy 20 carbs are to creep up on you? That's why I tell people when you're first starting out, keep it simple, you guys. Meat, cheese, eggs. Meat, cheese, eggs. You can do a few green veggies. Keep it as low as possible. I mean, almost carnivore. You're going to lose the weight so fast because we can go 0 carb. You guys don't need any carbs. Don't get scared away from that. We don't need carbs. Our body, the only significant value in a carb is that is an energy source. Well, now we're switching over and our body fat or food that we eat that's fat, if you're skinny, is our energy source now. So you can go 0. The lower you go, the better. And the faster that weight's going to come flying off. Shoot me a thumbs up, everybody. I see I've got 10 people in here and only 3 likes. Please hit that thumbs up button for me because when I only see 3, not sure if you guys are even enjoying the videos, and I want to keep doing these lives, but I want to make sure you guys are enjoying them. So just real quick, smack that like button for me. With the strips, light pink is that good and have to be darker. If you are light pink, you are in ketosis, Ruthie. You're just not in a very high state of ketosis. The less the less carbs you eat, the higher it's going to go for you. So keep it that you might be going just a little bit over or just too much for your body. So lower that carb just a little bit more and you're going to get darker. Like I said, keeping, your fats low, use your body fat and all that, you're going to get darker. I promise you that. So just keep going. But if it's definitely pink, you are in a state of ketosis. So you're getting there. I mean, you are there. You are in keto. But if you want to burn faster and lose weight faster, lower the carb even more and lower that fat and watch that stick get even darker for you. If it's, just kind of pink, you're still eating a little bit over carb accidentally. That's why I said go back to that egg fast. And my brother teaches how you can figure out the macros for when something says 0. It teaches you how you do a calculation. It's the fat and the protein, how you do the calculation and from the calories from it. And it teaches you that. I don't remember exactly how to say it, but it's in that egg fast video. It comes up, it's a black screen, and it's him talking, and he teaches you how to figure out things that say 0 if they actually do have carbs, so that you can figure out, okay, well, there's where I was getting carb and didn't know it, so I'm accidentally going over a little bit. So you got to know that, you guys. It's very important. Got 10 people in here and only 5 likes. Smack that like button for me, everybody. Lets me know you enjoy those videos. I really love to see that thumbs up. It's so simple. Just where you see the thumbs up or thumbs down, shoot me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Because when I see the thumbs up, then I know you guys enjoy it, and I will keep making these videos for you. I will keep doing the live. There we go. Thank you. There's a few more. So, other than that, is there anyone I would like to hear some good news for me? Anybody lost any more weight this week? Let's hear some more weight loss stories from people that's doing the keto, that's working with me, that's been walking with me, that I've taught, that's on here. Who has lost weight this week and how much? Or how much weight have you guys lost in like the last month? I'd like to hear some weight loss stories here. But yeah, it's just so important to understand that not everybody's going to be the 70% macro for fat, the 25% for protein, and the 5 for carb. 5 for carb, everybody's going to be the 5%. That is the 20 or less. Okay, the protein, most of the time I tell people that you're going to be half your body weight, your current body weight in protein. But when you are lowering the fat down, my brother told me today to let you know that you actually can up that protein. It's not going to hurt you while losing weight. Up that protein a little bit more so you get a little bit more calorie and lower that fat. Really, really low. Eat a lot of low lean meats like chicken and fish and seafood and all of that. Turkey, ground turkey and all of that. Keep it really low. Get the calories up by that way and use that body fat, the fat, because that's what keto is a fat burning diet, fat burning way of life. So burn the fat. Don't eat a lot of fat. Eat more of the protein, the low lean, and you guys are going to lose weight like crazy. It's going to come off like crazy. You're going to just be loving it. So who's lost some weight? I want to hear some weight loss stories. Anybody lost any more weight this week? Or anybody lost all their weight and been maintaining it? I absolutely love coming in, helping you guys understand things, understand the keto. Come on, everybody. We got to do this together because we don't want this to turn into a fad, because it's not a fad. It's how we were supposed to eat. It's how our bodies were designed to eat. It's not any diet like Weight Watchers, Richard Simmons, the beach diet, South Beach, all those diets out there that became fad diets, the potato diet, all these diets were fad diets. Keto is not a fad. It was how our bodies were designed to eat. Back in Bible time, they had to hunt for their food. They ate their meat. Their carb was extremely low. They worked out. That's all they did was work all day long. And they were all thin and lived really long lives. That's how we were supposed to eat. Then our world brought in all this garbage, all these carbs, all these processed foods and all that. And that's why America became obese. Let's not let this keto turn into a fad, everybody. Get smart to this. We're not all going to be the same macro. That doesn't even make sense, right? If you're heavy, why would you follow the same macro as me? You're not going to follow the same macro. You're going to be completely different till you get to my weight, or till you get to somebody smaller than me, or somebody larger than you is not going to follow your macros. So just remember, the most important is 5% carbs, so 20 carbs or less, only 6 in one sitting. Do the intermittent fasting. Do your protein a little bit higher if you need it to get the calories in, and use your body fat as your 70% macro. So the lower you can go in fat and use your body fat is the best way to go. And you're going to, I promise you guys, you are going to lose. It is literally impossible not to lose if you follow what I'm saying. A lot of you are saying, well, I'm doing it, but I'm just not losing. You're still going too high a fat then. Your body still is just burning the food you're putting in it, the fat you're putting in it. Get away from that. You got this little guy here. You got this little guy. He's called Keto. Let's call him the Mr. Keto. Mr. Keto. He's here to burn your fat. He's going to burn your food that you eat that's fat. Or he's going to say, well, wait a minute. You have fat on your body. Let me burn the fat on your body first so I can get you thin and healthy. Then I'm going to burn the fat you put in and keep you thin forever. So just listen to that, you guys. That's what it is. That's what the keto is a fat burning diet. It burns the fat it's burning your fat for fuel. That's your fuel system, okay? Just like putting gas in a car. The faster you go, the harder you work, the more you're going to burn it, right? We all know that, how a car works. If you get in a car and you fill it up and you speed and you've got your pedal to the metal, you're going to burn more, aren't you? You're going to burn more gas. So lower that fat and burn that fat right off your body super fast, everybody, because everybody can do it and everybody can lose. There isn't one person, no matter what you have or what's wrong with you, keto will help you. Keto will make you lose weight. Keto will get you healthy. Keto will cure and mend and heal things. And then fasting, get into some fasting modes. The 16-hour fasting, the 24-hour fasting, the 48, the 72. Learn your body, learn how to fast. Fasting is in the Bible. It's not dangerous. Jesus did it for 40 days and 40 nights. How do you think Jesus healed people? Jesus walked this earth as a man. We all know that, right? So did he really walk up and say to the blind, you're healed? How did he heal him? He put him in a fast mode. Think about it, guys. He was a man. He wasn't magical. He now is, can do anything. But when he walked this earth, he was human. How could he walk up and just heal somebody? He did it through fasting. That's how he did it. It's going to heal and mend everything. Let Mr. Keto, Mr. Ketone here, let him burn your body fat first. And then he says, now feed me fat because I want to eat that too. The same as a car. The faster you go in the car, the more gas you're going to burn. The lower you lower your fat, the more Mr. Ketone here is going to eat your fat and get that fat off your body and get you to a healthy weight. And you're going to be feeling great. And yes, I'm on fire. I love keto. It is a passion for me. And I want to help as many people in the world understand keto and get healthy for free. I'm doing this for free because I want to help everybody. I want everybody to be healthy. Let's get away from this generation we live in where everybody's heavy, losing, diabetes or getting diabetes, getting high blood pressure, high triglycerides, all this. They're losing limbs or everything. Let's get out of that. Let's get back to a healthy way of life, way back our ancestors. Let's get back to that. Every one of us. Let's not let keto turn into a fad, you guys. No, we can't do that. It's not a fad. It's how we were designed to eat. That's how we were designed to eat. And whether it be because we're skinny and we just want to do keto to feel amazing and keep us in the best shape of our life and the healthiest, we're going to eat 70% fat then. If you're somebody that needs to gain weight, you're going to eat even more of a percentage. If you're somebody that has fat on your body, Mr. Ketone here wants to eat the fat off your body first, and he's hungry for it. Feed it to him. And whenever you think you're hungry, it's a mind thing. Tell yourself, eat what's on your body. You got enough there. Eat that fat. So anybody got any questions for me? Let's see. I lost 20 pounds since January 1st. Congratulations. Only 1 pound this week. That's okay, Michelle. Lower the fat a little bit more and you'll lose even faster. What is your current weight, if you don't mind me asking, Michelle? If you don't mind saying on here, what is your current weight? Oh, so glad I am, Daisy. So glad. Yeah, I like to come on here and be on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire every time I do these videos because I want to help everybody for free get healthy and live long lives. I lost my dad. He was 48, you guys, 48 years old, and he died of obesity. Had my dad known about this, he'd still be here and he'd be healthy as can be. He's gone. I want to help as many people as I can. Let's live these long lives and let our kids enjoy us for longer and enjoy your grandbabies and your great-grandbabies, and let's live these long lives. Let's stop this. People dying around 70, an average lifespan is 70 to 80. Let's get it up to the 100, you guys. Come on, we can do this together and make this an amazing way of life and not be a fad. We're not turning this one into a fad. It's not a fad. But these companies, they're trying because they're trying to earn a buck. I can't stand that. I'm teaching you this for free. It's free. Meat, cheese, eggs, veggies. Simple, cheap. Keep it simple in the beginning, you guys. Don't make it complicated. Meat, cheese, eggs, and some fresh green veggies. Fresh meats. Come on, you guys, we can do it. Okay, keto, Michelle, because you're not real heavy, that's why it is going a little bit slower. But here's what my brother would tell me. If you keep your calorie at 1,000, no more than 1,000 calories a day, okay, trying to do the 1 meal a day, if you can do that, you will burn 2 pounds a week, guaranteed. But you want to get out and do a form of an exercise too. Get out there at least a half hour to an hour of a walk. Just get that heart rate up and you will be guaranteed to lose 2 pounds a week. Because you're getting low now. The lower you're getting, the harder it's going to get for you. So you got to work harder now. You just got to work harder. So if you want to eat more than 1,000, you want to eat more than 1 meal a day, you got to get out there and exercise more. Do whatever it takes to get it off. Lower that fat. Lower it even more because you still got fat. If I still got fat at 100, and I am now 138, you guys. If I still have fat at 5'4", I still have fat on my body at 171, you still do too. And I'm still going low with everything, keeping it 1,000 or less for me. And it's coming off. And I'm not even exercising. So I do once in a while, but I'm not even exercising. And it's coming off. When I did that egg fast, I couldn't believe 8 pounds in 7 days. That's insane. Do the egg fast. Try that for a week. Weight will melt off you. And you don't even have to do it a week. You can do it longer. My good friend Monica's been doing it for a few weeks. You can do it even longer. As long as you keep your electrolytes up, you're fine. Your body's going to feed it everything it needs, and I promise you that. No, I'm not a doctor. No, I'm not a nutritionist. But I know my shit when it comes to keto. I was taught by 4 professionals. My doctor, who is keto expert, 2 nutritionists that are expert, and my brother, who's an expert and does this as a job. You've heard the stuff that I've read. He has schooled my doctors. That's how great my brother is when it comes to keto. We know what we're talking about. You don't need all that fat. It's ridiculous. Why would you add in all that fat if you are fat? Go to a 4 and 5-year-old and say, if I'm fat, do you think I should eat fat? Even a child's going to tell you, why would you eat fat if you're fat? And I'm not cutting anybody down. I was fat myself. God, I just pushed myself. I was fat myself, you guys. I was almost 300 pounds at 5'4". So I like to eat, and I was a heavy girl. I was very fat. But I knew how to do it. I knew how to lower it and use my body fat. If a person is just starting a fast for the first time ever, how many hours do you recommend starting? Well, I would say, Mom, as long as they can go. If they can make it, 4 or 5 hours, great. Then the next couple of days, try to go 8 hours. The next couple of days, try to go a little longer. But the best one to start with is a 16-hour fast, 8-hour window where you're open, where you eat, and then you close it. Because that's pretty simple. That's like 9 to 5. You can eat from 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then don't eat till 9 o'clock the next day. But if it's hard starting off, you can start off slow. Just go 4 or 5 hours and then eat, and then go longer. But the best is, I would recommend to people to try the 16-hour fasting. It's the best, and many people can do that. How hard is that? I mean, right after dinner, most people are, cleaning up, getting things done, getting ready to, get their bath, get to bed for work the next morning. So most people don't eat the rest of the night unless they get that craving and they want to just snack. Don't think about that. Keep yourself busy. Go to bed. Then you're in that long fast when you wake up, and eat at 9 o'clock. Eat 10 to 6. 7 to 3, however it works for you. And then when you can, I recommend you really do the OMAD then, the 1 meal a day. I have had hard time at 1,000 calories. I'm in a heavy work job, 14 hours a day. Okay, so if 1,000 is hard for you, and the thing is, Michelle, Keto Michelle, the thing is really your body is going to eat its own calories. And if you are feeling that, then, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to eat more. Try to eat more lower lean protein then. Get more protein in you then. Just do that. Do it that way. Don't be adding in extra fat. For the calories, it's going to be a lot less calories. You'll still maybe be at like 1,100 then, but add in some more protein then to give you that. But in reality, we all think, like my brother said today, all these people think that they're hungry and they think they need to eat. You don't. Your body's going to give it what it needs, and after doing it for a while, your body gets adjusted to it. That's what you need. It's more mental than anything. That's what it is. And I get that you're working a long work job, but the longer you get into a fasting, the longer you go, your body then is going to eat itself. So now you're going to be like, God, I'm kind of full. Just like when somebody first starts off and they're doing a fast. The first day is going to be hard. The second day at 48 hours, little bit harder. By the third day, starting to feel great. By the fourth day, you're not even hungry anymore because now your body is feeding exactly what it needs, giving you now you're eating like thousands of calories, my brother said. So then you're not hungry at all. So really, Michelle, you got to think about that. Is it more mental or physical? And I know sometimes you'll say, well, physically, I feel hungry. A lot of the times that's still mental. Your body will eat its own calories when you're in that dark state of ketosis. Make sure you're in ketosis correctly. Urinate on those sticks. Make sure you are in keto, because if you are feeling hungry, something must be wrong then, because you shouldn't be feeling hungry at all. I was not feeling hungry at all. Some days I ate 500 calories for 24 hours. Yes, I'm not working 14-hour days, but you just got to work at it. And I promise you, you may find that it was more mental than anything, because in ketosis, that is what it is. Your body, your fat is burning and it's eating its own nutrition it needs. So it's feeding it. It's continuously feeding it when you're in a long fast. So maybe you have to go longer fasting. Did you say that you're at 14 right now, 14-hour fasting? Mr. Keto, I love that. Yeah, it's Mr. Keto. He wants to eat your fat off your body. Let him eat it. He's hungry. But yeah, Michelle, real quick again, were you 14 hours fasting? See, you're not in a long, if that one is the one that you told me, you're not in a long enough fast yet. You haven't hit that long fast yet. If you can hit a 16 and then get to the 24, oh yeah, you're never going to be hungry ever. You're just not going to be after a couple of days. I forget, there's days I'm like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to eat at 4 and it's like 7, I forgot. Because I'm not hungry because my body's feeding itself. And I proved it with those meds. My meds were working extremely hard, almost giving me sedation feeling because my body was eating itself. So it just proved that we are correct on that. Your body's giving it a calorie need. It's not like any other way of life. The keto, the ketosis, ketogenic, it is eating what it needs. So the longer fasting you can go, the less hungry you're going to be. It's going to start feeding it more. You are very welcome. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, I should have said Mrs., but it's Mr. Mr. Keto wants to eat your fat. He wants to eat your fat, and then when you're all done, he's going to be hungry, so then he wants to eat the food you put in. I absolutely love how we figured it out. America figured it out that we can actually live healthy lives because our body craved the fat, not the carb. It craved the fat. That's why we were always hungry. We'd be full and then we'd be hungry. We'd be sluggish, and an hour later we were hungry. But now our body runs on, and if it's got its own fat, it's running on that fat then, so we don't need to eat tons of fat. So that's the great thing too is, you know, people thinking, well, high fat's so bad for you. Well, yeah, it's going to be bad if you're doing it on a body that has a whole bunch of fat. I would imagine it's still going to be bad. I proved it. My numbers all went up. So lower it. Don't do it. So far, that's all I've been able to do 4 months on fasting so far. So the 14 hours as long as you can go. I guarantee, Keto Michelle, I promise you can go longer. I didn't think I could do it either. I didn't think I could do it. I now can go 30 hours without eating. And then I know I could go even longer because now my body's feeding it. Don't doubt yourself, sweetheart. I know you can go longer. Have faith in yourself. Be strong. Tell yourself you're not hungry. Eat its own food. I promise you, you can go longer than 14 hours. I guarantee it. Try it. Go 14 and a half. 2 days later, go 15. Go slow, baby steps. I guarantee you can go longer than 14 hours. Never say you can't. Remember the choo-choo train? I think I can. I think I can. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can do it. Have faith in yourself. This world was never offered rainbows and sunshine all the time. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But all of a sudden, you're going to come back to me and you're going to say, oh my God, Angel, you were right. I am now doing OMAD, 1 meal a day, and I'm never hungry. I forget to eat. I promise you, you can. Believe in yourself. That's what you have to do. You have to believe in yourself because this is keto. It's going to eat its own calories. The longer you go, see, you're just not in a long enough fast. So it hasn't hit that point where it's eating it. Fight through that pain. Fight through it. Fight through it. You can do it. It's not as hard as we think. How many times have we been sick and we went days without eating? Fight through it, Keto Michelle. I know you can do it. I know you can. I have faith in you. And I've proved it by many people coming to me saying, oh my gosh, I didn't think I could do it. I'm doing OMAD now. And they were at a stage that they couldn't even go 6 hours. Now they're doing OMAD. And guess what? I have a few of them that are doing 72-hour fast, 3 days with no food. I know you can do it, Keto Michelle. I have faith in you. Come on. Be tougher than that. I know you can do it. When a person starts a fast for the first time and they weigh around 178, what would you think is the reasonable amount of weight you could lose if they did it for a whole week? Okay, if you started, where you were fasting, not eating anything, in a week, easily you could drop, somebody, that's not real heavy, but I can almost guarantee that you would at least, because in an egg fast, I lost 8 pounds. I was eating 1,000 calories a day. So if you're fasting, Mom, completely fasting, probably 20 pounds, 25 pounds, easy. If you did that for how long was it? A whole week. Oh yeah, 15, 20 pounds, easy, pie. It'd be gone in 1 week. If you weren't eating at all, it would definitely be gone. What do you suggest for the time of the month cravings? That's a hard one. It's more being tough, Pam. Being tough and just saying, I know because I'm a woman too, but I fought through it I was egg fasting during my monthly cycle. I say eat a pickle. I know it sounds crazy, but they say eat a pickle. You lose the craving for sweets instantly. Eat a pickle. It'll take it away. But if you absolutely have to have something, maybe buy a Quest bar and just break a piece off and eat it. That's all we truly need is that bite. But I know, Pam, you can do it without it. I was egg fasting during my monthly. Egg fasting during my monthly, and I got through it. So I promise you, fight through it, eat a pickle. A pickle will get that craving. And if you absolutely have to have it, there's such a thing as sugar-free Jell-O. Do a sugar-free Jell-O. Eat a couple of them. Those are like nothing. Eat a Jell-O. That would be sweet too. So but do it during, in your fast window, when your window is open, I mean, do it like that. But I know you can go without it. I promise you, Pam, you definitely can. You definitely can. I did it. I was doing an egg fast during that time. I thought I was going to go crazy, and I didn't. I loved it. Loved it. And like my brother would tell you, the longer you go without a sweet, the more you don't crave it. So that is true too. Hi, Madison. I really love them long. I do acrylic nails, and I absolutely love long nails. It's just been my favorite. I love them really, really long. I've been wearing nails since I was just a small child. I love them. I know you can do it, Keto Michelle. I got faith in you. Total faith. I'll see you in a week and tell me how you're doing. Try to go 14 and a half. Just give yourself another half hour, or try to go to 15. By the time I come back next week, Saturday or Sunday, I want to hear you're at 15. I know you can do it, or even try to hit 16. Try to impress me and hit that 16 hours, because that's when it really starts, that fasting, and where you're going to start getting to the point where you can go longer and longer once you hit the 16 hour. That's only 2 more hours. I know you can do it, honey. I know you can. Yeah, try the pickle. They say that it does definitely help the cravings. Tish, tish, tish. You weren't supposed to say, Mom, you can lose around 25 pounds. You just let the world know what I weigh. Oh, sorry about that. That's skinny though, Mom. Come on. You're in your 60s and you're 178 pounds. That's wonderful. And you've been doing great. But yeah, you can lose around 20 to 25 pounds, Mom, easily, if you were fasting. Easy. Well, Robbie did it. Look at when Robbie was at a really low weight, and Robbie fasted for like, what was it, 7 or 8 days? He lost 27 pounds, I think, in that time. 26 or 27 pounds. My nails are long because I love them long, sweetheart. That's what I keep saying. And no, they're acrylic nails. I have to put acrylic on. Very expensive acrylic that I put on. And I have a lot of shoes because I'm a shoe collector. I'm a fashion girl. I do outfits of the day on my videos here. I do nails, toe designs, and then I follow with an outfit that matches it. But the longer the nails, I like them about this length. No longer than this, but I love, love, love long nails. Okay, I'll just call you, what is your name? Madison. Okay, Madison. Yes, you can drink the coffee, but you have to do like MCT or coconut oil, and then add in, maybe if you need a little bit of cream, do the heavy cream, and then just a little bit of stevia. That won't break your fast, but it will give you a fat source that'll give you a boost of energy. What should I call you? Your name is Madison on here. What would you like me to call you? I don't know what to call you other than Madison. Isn't that what you want? If I'm bothering you, then please just leave my channel. I'm 43. Your name is Bob? Okay, I'll call you Bob then. I didn't know because it says Madison Manley. Manley. I didn't know your name was Bob. I've never known you. And I call everybody sweetheart and darling and mama and whatever. That's just my thing. Sorry, I can't change it. I'm 43 years old, been that way. I just have a big heart and I talk very sweet to people. But if you are offended by that, I will call you Bob then. But I didn't know your name was Bob. I may be really good at keto, but I don't have ESP. I can't read your mind. Okay, thank you. It's okay. So, but anyways, I'm at 58 minutes, so just knowing things without knowing them, like a alien, and I'm not an alien, I can't read people's mind. That's all I was saying. I didn't know what your name was other than Madison is what I saw on there. So, anyways, I've got 1 minute left. I'm going to leave you guys with a positive note, especially for Keto Michelle. You can do this, girl. When I come back in 1 week, I want to hear that you hit that 16 or at least 15. Once you hit 16, you're flying. You'll be able to go even farther. But everybody do me a favor, stay strong. Learn to count those carbs. Learn how the carbs work even at 0. Listen to that video in my egg fast. Watch the whole egg fast. Listen to what my brother says, how you count them. Stay in that strong state of ketosis, 20 carbs or less. Only 6 in one sitting if you're eating more than one meal. And try your hardest to do at least a 16-hour fast, 8-hour window where you're eating. And then try to go longer. And Keto Michelle, I know you can do it. I know next week when you come on, you're going to tell me you ended up doing it. I know you can. So just work hard. It's a mind thing. Just tell yourself, I only have a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. Just like the little, who was the little choo-choo that thought, you know, when I said, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. You can. And you're going to come back to me and you're going to say, wow, I did it. I didn't know I could do it, but I did it. And then you're going to be able to go even longer. And the longer you go, the more your body will start feeding itself and you won't be hungry. I can guarantee that. But everybody stay strong for me. Stay keto, stay healthy. You know, don't fall off that train. If you do, get right back on. You don't have to like completely just, you know, cheat and do all of that. If you fall off a little bit, get right back on. Try not to cheat. Try to get that fat low. Don't follow the same macro as our kids that were doing, you know, doing it for epilepsy, okay? Follow the macro that's good for you, which I'm going to tell you, the lower the fat, the better. Keep it as low as possible and use your body fat. Guarantee you're going to lose the weight even quicker and just up the protein a little bit more if you need to. If you need to up the protein, just give you a little bit more calories to keep you satisfied longer, then that's great. And the more fasting you do, the better. So get in a longer fast. Get to that 16-hour and then get to OMAD. All right? I love you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. And always remember, everybody, to keep it keto. Good night, everyone, and God bless. And keto on. Keep that fat low.